All right, credit snipers, welcome back. This is your boy Carlos with the Credit Assassins. Guys, I'm happy that you guys are here today. I want to talk to you about how to get to a perfect credit score in 2022. And what I'm about to show you and tell you is little things that are free. It's going to cost you almost no money in order for you to actually get there. But it's going to take some discipline, leadership from your part, and being consistent. Guys, by you doing these little tricks, it's going to save you a lot of money in everything that you do, from getting a credit card to getting a car loan to getting a house loan, a HELOC, a refinance, closing costs. Guys, by having a good credit, this is something that will allow you to save money, and not only saving money, making money. So I was reading an article in Forbes magazines that stated that if you had a 760 to 800 credit score, you were worth $500,000. And why was this? Not just because you are worth $500,000. It's because you have the ability to not only save that much amount of money when you've been buying a house or renting a property or even getting a car loan by the money that you save, but at the same time is the ability that you have to get new credit. So which means is if you have the ability to get new credit, this means is that you are worth that much. You have the ability to invest that money, because this is the thing. When we talk about other people's money, guess what we're talking about? We're talking about those cards that we get, those little plastic cards that we get from the bank. That's other people's money. If you're smart and you learn how to, you could use the same card and try to invest into real estate. Try to invest into crypto. Try to invest into flipping vehicles. I mean, whatever you need, it is other people's money. It's whatever. You can even put it in your business. Guys, and the best thing too is that you can also create business credit. Guys, but there's little gems right here that I want to talk to you about. But before I continue, guys, I get so excited about what I'm about to talk about that I forget to give you my little commercial. Guys, thank you for being here today. I appreciate that you guys are here, and thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say, the content, the value that I want to bring to you. And all of this is free. I just want to do to help you. Just like I got mentors helping me in the past, but I was so fed up with when I first started my journey to become a credit assassin and creating the best credit blueprint, which is the course that we have to help you, in which we tailor a blueprint for you in order for you to become that new credit sniper, the new credit assassin, and be able to own the battlefield against credit. Now, please subscribe. Click on the bell icon, click on all, make sure that we want to let you know when we actually come on, and the new content that we put in, we'll put it in daily. We put it in between 1 to 4 videos, between shorts and regular videos every single day. So I want to make sure that you get all the jewels, everything that we learn. We're learning new things every single day that we want to bring to you, because things are changing. We're moving from the analog time to the digital time. There's a lot of new digital things that are happening, in which we can help you how to fix your credit in the matter of hours. Now, at the same time, guys, before I move on, give me that thumbs up. That's going to help me tremendously to bring this value to many, many others, guys. Now, so let's talk about how can you fix your credit in 2022 to get it to an almost perfect credit without no money or little money. Now, one of the main things you got to keep in mind is that your credit score is composed by different factors. And one of them is your on-time payments. How well you pay your credits or your bills or your credit cards, car loans, home loans on time. Now, this composes 35% of your whole credit score, credit model. Now, think about your credit score being a wheel, a pie wheel. 35% of that is how well you pay everything on time. Now, guys, one of the things that we did is we also have a training within the course in which we survey more than 50 millionaires and billionaires. And one of the main things we ask them is, how are you able to have an 800 credit score? One of the main things that they said is that all of their payments, they never had a late payment. You got to think that one late payment could be so derogatory to your whole credit score that it'll behoove you to actually take this one very serious. So one of the things that they do is that all bills, every bill that they have, they set them up into auto pay. They have a checking account specifically for those bills, in which every month at a certain time, whatever time is designed for that credit that checking account to pay that credit card, is set up at least the minimum payment. So they never had a late payment. Now, if you're gonna do this, you also want to make sure you have an overdraft protection, and that checking account is backed up by your savings, because it's going to help you too. And you don't want to get an overdraft fee. So one of the main things is, please be on time. Be on time. That is 35% of your credit score. I remember I had a late payment in the past. One late payment cost me 72 points. One 30-day late payment cost me 72 points, and these stay in your credit report for more than 7 years. So guys, take time to learn, take time to be on top of everything. Do whatever you do. There's so many free ways that you could track yourself. You got Google Sheets, you got Google Calendar, you got anything. Just Google it. How can I keep track of my payments monthly? That's what's going to help you. Then do it. Guys, second is your utilization. Your utilization is composed of that pie again. It composes 30% of your whole credit score. Now, what is your utilization? So let's just say that you have a $10,000 credit utilization, or your whole amount of credit available in all of your credit cards. Let's say you have 2 credit cards of $5,000, and it is $10,000 altogether. Now, if for whatever reason you decide to go out and use $3,000 in one and $2,000 the other one, that's $5,000, right? So if you see $5,000 out of $10,000, it is 50%. Your goal at all times is to be 30% or less. Never get a credit card by itself over 30%, and also never get your whole utilization over 30%. So let's just say, again, in this case, 30% of 5,000 will be 1,500. Your goal is, if you need to use it, but make sure that you have some means to pay it off or pay under the threshold 30% before the statement closing day. What is the statement closing day? Now, we all familiar with what the statement due date is. Now, every creditor has the statement closing days in all of the cards, which states that day they reconciliate that account, and doesn't matter how much you have. You can have 60% or 30%. That is what they are reporting to the credit report, and that could be detrimental or help you a lot. So you need to learn and find out what is the statement closing day for that creditor, and be able to pay that off before that statement closing day. Not pay it off, but get it on the 30%. Now, think about it. So $1,500. So in reality, you always want to be no more than $3,000 a month, because $1,500 in one, which is 5, and the other one is $1,500. So that altogether will bring you to a total of 30%, because it's $3,000 out of the $10,000. So that's an easy math, and I understand that not everything is just as easy as it seems. So it is your job to take that responsibility and be consistent at it. Remember, use tracking systems. Google it. Anything that you want to know, most of the time it will be in Google. Now, guys, the length of history, or the age of all your credit cards, is composed 15% of that pie of your credit score. So what is the length of history? So let's say, for example, you only have one credit card that you have for 2 years. And so that means that you now have 2 years of credit. So let's just say that you have that one credit card for 2 years, and now today you decide to go out and get another credit card, and you were approved. Great. Now that you divide that now by 2. So the 2 years by 2 will be 1. So that overall length of history will be 1 year. The more year you have, the better it is for your whole credit report and your credit score. So imagine when you have a couple cars for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden you decide to go out and get more credit. That diminishes your age, but in reality it's only 10% or 15% of your whole total credit score. But at the same time can be a little bit detrimental depending on how much you go out there and get new credit. Now, one of the things, one of the tricks that I know that I have used in the past and a lot of our clients do use is getting trade lines. And that's going to be one of the things that I advise you later on. Getting trade lines in which they have a high age and low utilization, low credit lines, but the age will help you overall in all of your age. So now you could balance everything out and not only have that 1 year if you only had 2 cards. Now, next will be 10%. 10% is the total of your credit lines. So creditors want to see that you have a great credit mix. What I mean by a credit mix is they don't want to see that you have a 760 credit score, but you only have 2 credit cards. You have no card loans, no mortgage, no any other type of accounts out there. So that gets a new creditor kind of nervous when they have to lend you new credit. They want to make sure that they see that you have a good resume, good track record. So like that, they feel comfortable. They know that you can handle different type of accounts all at once and still be able to pay on time. So again, guys, think about this. Just like anything that we do, you wouldn't give somebody more responsibility if you knew that person couldn't handle it. If that person only had 1 task and now you want to give him 5 more, will you will you feel comfortable giving that person more responsibility? Just like a creditor. So you got to put yourself in those shoes. But at the same time, you got to start thinking just the way they think. So now you could flip the battlefield on them. And this is what I want to do. I want to help you how to create that blueprint. So you understand how, in this case, the enemy, which they're not the enemy, but you got to see how the person on the other side thinks, or the entity on the other side thinks. So like that, you'll be ahead. Just like a chess player, they're always 6 moves ahead. That's the way I want you to be. Now, the next one will be 10%. And lastly, that will be 10% that completes that whole pie. 10% is your increase. Guys, think about this. If you go out there and start trying to get credit cards, trying to get loans all at once, it is going to show, because this is the thing. Every time that you get you apply for a loan, you apply for a credit card, if you don't get approved for the most part, it's going to cost you between 4 to 7 points. If you get approved, it's still going to cost you between 1 to 2 points. But at the same time, it will stay on your credit report, which means that this increase stay in your credit report for 2 years. They will affect you for the following 12 months, but after the 12 months, it really don't affect you at all, but they still stay in your credit report. Now, if a creditor sees that you have more than 6 increases on the past 12 months, that's something that gets them nervous too, because now it shows that you are out there trying to get credit. And why are you trying to get so much credit? Is it because you don't have money to pay all the loans, or you have money to actually pay all the other creditors, and you're trying to get more credit to balance things out? And will you pay them in the future? So you got to think about this. Now, in the best credit blueprint, we have a good trick in which we show you how to get rid of this increase in 72 hours. So this is why today I have 43 credit cards with no increase. And again, it is my choice. It is something that I love doing. It's just a passion, actually trying to find new tricks so I could bring them to you and show you how it's possibly. And like that, if you have no increase, it could help you to try to get better credit and more credit in the future, because the more credit you get, yes, it's going to diminish your age, but it's going to increase your utilization. But at the same time, remember what I said about authorized user or trade lines. You can always get trade lines to actually balance out that age on your credit report. But remember, it's only 10%. So guys, one of the main things that I want you to know is like, please, I need you to take charge of your whole credit, your life, your finances, and start monitoring your credit. One of the main things that I do every single day is, one, I check my credit every single morning, and I check my bank accounts. One, I need to know that my credit score is there the way I need it to be, because you never know what I want to do today. If that opportunity comes around, and I want to make sure that I'm ready. And two, I need to make sure my money's in my bank account too. All right, I want to make sure nobody took it, ran away, This is the new age, and we have so much identity theft, and you never know what's going on. And this is why you also need to monitor your credit, because you never know if somebody's gonna try to do an identity theft on you. And you'd be surprised how many people don't even know that somebody stole their identity. And years later is when they try to fight it. And the longer you wait it takes, it's the hardest for you to fight it and be able to prove that that wasn't you. But guys, I hope this helped you. If you have any comments on this video, please go ahead and put it down. Let me know how we did, how we can do better, how can we bring you a better content every single day. Now, if you know any of the tricks that could help people on how to improve their credit, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. Let us know what you think, what you know that is working for you, so like that you share with our community. Remember, we're the Credit Snipers. This is the Credit Assassins community. But guys, I appreciate that you guys were here today. Once again, make sure you subscribe, click on that bell icon, make sure you click on all, so like that you'll be notified every time that we post a new content. And guys, that is daily. Now, give me the thumbs up, so like that the YouTube gods bless us and puts us in front of more people, so that we could bring this free value, free content to many more. Thank you. This is your boy Carlos. We are the Credit Assassins, and I'll see you in the next video.